Hi, my name is Kylie Blacksell and welcome to the Human Happiness video tutorial on soulmates and twin flames. So the most commonly held belief is that your soulmate is a person that you meet and you fall in love with them straight away and there's this amazing connection and that's the person you're supposed to be with for the rest of your life. That's the general everyday conception of what a soulmate is. A lot of people don't know anything about a twin flame. And those who do, again, they think it's that's that strong soul connection, the person that you're meant to be with. So I'm just going to clear up a little bit of the fallacies around that and give you a few more facts about what soulmates are all about, and twin flames in particular. So before you come down into this incarnation, your soul makes a decision about what kind of body you're going to end up with, what kind of lifestyle you're going to be born into, what your parents are like. It's going to also make a decision about what life path you're going to have, so what purpose you're going to fulfill this life journey for this incarnation in the body that you're in right now that's listening to this video. And that you can work that out using your numerology. That's one of the easiest ways to work out your life purpose. You can obviously look at your astrology, and you can look at your upbringing, what challenges your soul was faced with early on in life can actually give you a really big hint as to what it is that you're here to do in this incarnation. Now, soulmates, another decision that you make before you come down into this incarnation is who's going to be your soulmate. Okay, now usually we have around about a dozen soulmates that we sort of make a pact with before we come down into our incarnation. And these can be people like your mother, your father, your sister, brother, cousin, your workmate, your best friends, schoolmates, can be your bosses from past, present, future. Anyone that you come into contact with that has a very strong influence on you. Okay, so the definition of a soulmate really is someone who really connects with you on a very, very strong level, either in the positive or the negative, or a little bit of both. It swings between the positive and the negative. So as I said, it could be your sister, it could be your mother, it could be your father, it could be a friend. Okay, it doesn't have to be your lover, okay, or the person that you end up marrying and spending the rest of your life with. So anyone you feel a strong connection with is quite possibly a soulmate. Now, one of the dangers with this is I have a lot of people come to me for therapy, noticing females in particular at the moment that are coming to me and saying, I have this guy that I've been with for a while and we have this really, really strong connection and the sex is really good and it's really awesome and oh my goodness, but he's not right for me and I don't know how to break free. Okay? This person is most likely one of your soulmates. It's someone who's come down with you in this incarnation to teach you a life lesson, to help you to push through that lesson that it is that you need to learn to raise you to a higher frequency. They're highly likely not supposed to be the person that you're destined to spend the rest of your life with. Okay, so there's a real confusion there with a lot of people about this strong connection that people often feel with their lovers, and whether they're a soulmate, whether they're the person they're supposed to spend the rest of their life with. Okay, so the bond can be quite strong, particularly if the sex is quite powerful and quite connecting. But you'll find that a lot of other stuff around that relationship is extremely dysfunctional, okay? Which means you've come together to teach each other a really, really strong, powerful life lesson. If you overcome it and you learn the lessons and you see the mirror in that person and you see what it is about them that you don't like about yourself and you heal from this, then you've actually fulfilled the purpose of that connection. Okay, if you both choose to heal at the same time and you both stick with it, which is often very difficult when it's a soulmate, and you force yourselves to heal from whatever the clash was that you experienced when you came together. And this could be with your sister, brother, mother, father, ex-husband, things like that. It can be anybody that had a really strong, powerful clash with you. If you can work through it and heal from it, and if you both can, then you may be able to remain friends or form an even stronger relationship. But most of the time with these girls that come to me particularly, and it can happen for males too, but maybe they're not coming as often, you have a really strong connection with a person, but it's mostly around the base chakra stuff and the sacral chakra stuff, which is the sex. Okay, the connection is extremely strong, the bonds have been formed, and particularly after you've had sex, you actually have exchanged energy, a lot of energy and a lot of fluids, and that actually creates an even more powerful energetic connection. It's even harder to break free from that. Okay, it probably requires help. You probably do need to go and see a therapist. You probably do need to have that guidance to actually walk out of it. But definitely releasing yourself from that fallacy that, oh, it's such a strong connection and we seem connected to each other and we seem to know where each other is and what each other is doing without talking to each other. Yes, you probably will have a psychic connection, but that doesn't mean that person is good for you or that that person should be your life partner. So have a close look at that, and definitely have a chat to someone. You're quite welcome to email me and ask me a question about it if there's something that's come up for you. For twin flames, there are only about 200 twin flames that have managed to stick together so far on the planet, and these are, I suppose, your yin and your yang. This is your destined, the other half of you. So it's kind of a perfect reflection of you. It's like before you came down into the incarnation, there was one whole, and then it got split into two, and then you incarnated as two separate bodies. And when you come back together, speaking about the sex again, it's actually quite explosive and quite profound. And if they're your twin flame, it's quite possible you'd be having sex every day for 2 or 3 months. Intense to build that third energy. So there's yourself, there's the other person, and there's a third energy, and it can actually be quite strong. Most twin flames as a relationship fail. Okay, if they can manage to stay together, with this third energy, they can actually create amazing things for the planet and move through some incredible energies to help heal the planet. Definitely not worth sticking around for a twin flame, because most of the time, one, it fails. There's another chance that twin flame hasn't even incarnated in this lifetime with you. They might still be in the spiritual plane. So again, not worth waiting for. And the other one, yeah, it's very unlikely. It would be very, very difficult to work through what would be going on with the two of you, because you would literally see perfect mirror images of each other, and everything you don't like about yourself will just exponentially explode in front of you, which is why they generally just fall apart. Okay, so if they come into contact, they often just run away from each other, run for the hills because it's too much. So you have to be in a very, very high level of healing. You have to be at a high frequency when your twin flame comes along, and they have to be at a high frequency as well. So the chances of both of you being in a place where you're comfortable with working through the stuff you haven't worked through yet is very low as well. So my advice to you is find someone who's going to walk beside you, who's going to be a wonderful complement to you, someone who's comfortable with the same things that you're comfortable with, someone who you feel really connected with and doesn't compromise you, of course, who respects you, who understands you, and who loves you exactly for who you are. You can definitely go watch the How to Attract a Perfect Partner video to get more advice on how to find somebody like that. But don't sit around waiting for a soulmate or a twin flame, because it's probably going to end up a disaster, and two, there's a chance you're not going to find someone who's compatible with you, that's actually going to stick with you. It'll be quite a destructive relationship for quite a long time. And definitely if you're having a very destructive relationship at the moment that has a very, very strong connection, my advice to you is absolutely cut the cords, break free, let go, get some help, because you really will struggle to do it yourself. Get someone to help you walk away from that person, because the bonds are so strong, especially from the sex, that it's very, very, very difficult to walk away. You need to go through strategies, you need to work through your healing curve, because you attracted them at a certain frequency. So if you can heal and raise your frequency, then what's going to happen is you will be able to break free from that. Okay, if they're willing to go on a healing journey with you, great. Both come and get counselling, get some help, get some healing therapy, fantastic. Maybe it'll work. But if they're not interested in that, you need to break free. You need to raise your frequency, get the healing, get the therapy work that you need, and move away. You absolutely must do this, because it's just not going to work. I hope this helps, and I'd love to hear your feedback about how you feel about the idea of soulmates and twin flames. And I hope that's cleared up quite a few of the fallacies or the misconceptions about soulmates and twin flames. Thank you.